Let's bring in from Benin, the Edo State capital, environmentalist Nnimmo Bassey, who joins us live via Skype. They say this is victory for environmentalists and those people whose land have been polluted by oil spill. But tell us the direct implication of this on the struggle to end environmental degradation in the Niger Delta.
It's been a very good day for the poor communities of the Niger Delta and those who have been directly impacted by the atrocious activities of oil companies. And I should say right from before onset that the atrocious behavior is not restricted to transnational corporations, but even the Nigerian corporations who are buying off oil fields from these companies are behaving in ways that are not acceptable. Also, this case is very important. It's been on for 13 years, since 2008, when the farmers took the case to the court in The Hague. And, the Nigerian law, as you said, kind of excuses corporations from compensation or from liability in terms of compensating people who are affected by oil spills if the cause was sabotage. But I should say right now that this is even a claim that is just being made without any evidence. For example, one of the communities in which this oil spill occurred is called Oruma in Bayelsa State. The pipe that was involved was 6 feet deep in the ground, 1.8 meters or thereabout. And the point that leaked, that the leak came from, was at 6 o'clock, or otherwise at the belly underneath the pipeline. So if anybody wants to sabotage a pipeline, you would not dig 6 feet and then start breaking the pipeline from below. You break from the top. Then in the case of Goi communities of Ogoni, it's one community that has no pipeline, it has no oil well, it has no oil facility whatsoever. The spill that destroyed Goi community, almost more than 50% of Goi community, set the place on fire, came from somewhere else. It's a tidal water system that comes to that community. And the oil spill that got there caught fire, and the community was burned down, destroyed. And the people from Goi community now are living as refugees in other parts of Ogoniland and other parts of Nigeria. So this case is very important.
Indeed, Mr. Bassey, this judgment is also coming 13 years after, and there are many like it. But the very sad experience or situation right now is that oil spillage continues to wreak havoc in the Niger Delta. Farmers and fishermen continue to lament, and the quality of life in those affected areas also continues to deteriorate. What do you consider to be a sustainable solution to this menace?
There are many solutions. Number one is changing the law that puts blames on the victim whenever there's an oil spill. Oil companies should immediately re-examine their pipeline, check the integrity of all their pipelines, and ensure that their pipelines are well secured. Moreover, they shouldn't carry out things like there are many things that destroy the environment, not just oil spills, also gas flaring. Gas flaring has been going on for over 6 years in the middle of communities, beside communities, in farmlands, in forests, by the river water bodies. So there are things we need to critically re-examine the whole issue of investment in the petroleum sector. If all the gains from the sector is utilized to restore the environment to an acceptable level, I believe we'll clearly see that it's not an economically viable investment in the first place.
And then, Mr. Bassey,
as I said, yes.
We seem to have a lot ahead of us, but let's leave it here for now. Environmentalist Nnimmo Bassey joins us live from Benin.